Hello guys, gals, and Book Nook pals, it's Pluck the Bunny here with another Book Nook unboxing, and today I'm thrilled to be unboxing Voyage Through the Storm. It is a Fifijoy exclusive. It's my first Fifijoy exclusive. I'm super excited to take a look at this kit. I've been following it through production. I got to see concept art, the first production stills of it, so I'm super anxious to see what's actually in this box and get my hands on the product and see what their originals are like. We know Fifijoy has a mix of kits from other manufacturers and ones they've developed themselves. This is my first time hands-on with one of the ones they've developed themselves. And I just have to say that no matter what Fifijoy does sell, their production value on the staging of their retail options is just the best of any company I've seen. Zooming and trying to see details on a Book Nook on most retailers, even ones I like, is spotty at best. You never really know what you're getting at until you get your hands on the kit, but their pictures and their layouts are just awesome, and I know I'm wasting time going over that, but I'm just, just look at this box. I mean, it's full art on the front. It's thematic, it's customized. You got lightning, you got the little Viking guy up top, stuff on the back. I do like the sample text, your text here, almost like an Ipsum Lorem situation. You got the dimensions on there, and then featured elements on the side. But let's open it up and see what we're working with. All right, 2 minutes before I even open the box, guys. That's a new record. I'm sorry, and hopefully you stuck with me. All right. So I like that bubble wrap on the outside of everything, protecting it, thought process going into it. Now this is interesting. So right off the bat, this is a material I've not seen before in a Book Nook kit. It does look like it's pulled cotton or some kind of fibrous material. It does look like this is going to be for the storm effect in the ceiling. I did think that was actually just like computer graphics on the outside. It is cool that they're actually replicating it with something. We have some silvery white here. I'm guessing that's going to be like the tops of waves or lightning or something like that. We'll take a look at our electronics package. All right, looks like pretty industry standard stuff here. But we have our 2 AAA battery box with our jumpers right there. We have our mix of LEDs. They do all look to be single colors, so it'll probably be guiding off of length, as well as it does look like a string of fairy lights in here. So there is some variation in lighting, and we'll give a look at the lights and see if they're different colors. You guys can't see here, but I 3D printed a new battery holder, which is pretty cool. So put these AAAs in. So 2 AAAs, I'll probably rewire that. Okay, so it does look like we got our touch sensor here, which does seem to be working. It's just thrown off right now because it's wrapped in all the wires, so something keeps touching it. We got yellow, we have soft white, we have warm white, and we have our fairy lights. So nice variation in the lighting. That's a big plus. Put those there for now. All right, we have our standard Book Nook tweezers, so we'll put it over to the side. We have our 1 sander stick, which we're going to throw away because it's good for nothing, which means our sacrificial sander can stay. Unfortunately, we have no donation to the B7000 bowl today, but that's okay. We did get another mini mallet, so if you ever need to check reflexes on someone's knees or open up a tiny quarry, you're all set. Moving on, we have our window for the top. We have our dust cover for the front. We have our instruction manual. So I like the color on the front. That's a good indication. Yep, so it does say the warm and the, oh, look, 2 strings of fairy lights. That's nice. And lovely full color instructions, so there is no question as to the orientation of the pieces. I do like how there's very detailed instructions. It is in both Chinese and English. I do like that it does appear that the English is not just run through Google Translate. They do appear to be complete sentences with the proper punctuation and easy enough to understand. Calling out the specific orientation of pieces in difficult steps, which is nice. Clear pictures with blown up inserts. You can see right there, there's the arrow blowing that up for the lighting so you don't mess it up. I like lots of text. That means they're really giving you clear explanation as to how to set it up. This is my first time looking at a Fifijoy instruction manual, but I like it. I think it's pretty solid. That's what we're looking for. Full color. I like the graphics on the back. Everything appears, in good order. And if we look at the front, multiple languages. Test your batteries, your lights up front. Customer service right there. And if you need a digital instruction manual, you can email them at support@fifijoy.com. That's awesome. I was just emailing another manufacturer earlier this week suggesting they make that an option. If they didn't want to print in full color, Fifijoy not only printing in full color, but giving that option as well. So I got my retractable knife here. Love that Nova knife. I'm going to drop a link to the Nova knife in the comments section, or rather the description. I'm not sponsored by Nova Knife. If they'd like to sponsor me, I'd love it, but I have like 12 subscribers, so I don't think that's going to happen. But I do like it because I'm a klutz. It's retractable. I'm also a lefty, if you guys haven't noticed, and because it's reversible, I can orient the blade so that I can use my left hand to work the mechanism. And if you're a righty, you don't know how big a deal that is for us lefties, because it's your world and I'm just living in it. All right, so the feel looks nice. A little lower resolution on this on the outside. I'm sure that's intentional to invoke like a painted aspect to it. Because the font itself is very sharp. So this does feel like it's an intentional design choice. So not complaining, just an observation, because it does match pretty much the same. I know that's just weird calligraphy, but that does look like a Voyage of the Storm, but that's just a little nitpicky. Obviously the inside, or the outside panels rather, are double-sided printing. That's always my favorite. Again, maybe the blur on the inside is to help with depth perception, because these are supposed to be farther in the background, which would give it like a longer depth of field. I don't know, but I'll give the benefit of the doubt. So, looking at these panels, okay, it does look like we have an incomplete punch through, but that's okay, that happens. So right off the bat, I can see we have a push tool. This is going to be our top. That small plastic window will go under here. And I love this Viking imagery right here. That's really evocative. And you can tell it's a little AI-ish in terms of the graphics generation, but I'm no artist, so I'm not going to start casting judgment here. Just describing it for you guys at home. Very high resolution on the details for the buildings. You can see the individual bricks, you can see the individual shingles on the roof, the moss growing on the rock, and when you flip it over, I am seeing some double-sided printing. Roof shingles, that's a huge thing. Roof shingles, shelves, those are things I'm always finding myself painting the underside of and wasting a ton of ink marker. So I really appreciate seeing the double-sided printing on that. I'm going to put my little piece of tape here. This does look like it's going to be our back piece. We can see that they're going to use, instead of the hinged door, it does look like they're using the accordion wood for the door. As this is a newer set, it's still nice and supple. Just remember, if you're building an older kit, to work the wood so it doesn't snap when you're working it. Another thing I like here that I don't talk about often is you can see, especially along these thin pieces, they have large cutout windows around some of their detailed parts. And the advantage that has is it does make these fragile pieces easier to pop out, because you don't have to put any pressure on the mast. You don't have to put any pressure on the front of the boat. You can just pop it out using the stronger reinforced portion. And I appreciate that. That, again, is a quality of life design feature. It is user minded. They're not, it's very easy, just cut it out. Somebody had to put thought into, okay, let's cut this wide around these pieces so that the user doesn't have to push on it and potentially snap it. You know, if you contrast these pieces up here with these pieces down here, you can see, you know, here's going to be a little more difficult, but it's a shorter piece, so you're less likely to snap it than like something up here. This is actually really cool. So this is not like a pristine scene. So a lot of times when you're looking at a book nook, like let's say Haven Zero by Tone Shearer, one of my favorite book nook kits, post-apocalyptic bunker, but everything's in perfect shape. The only like damage is graphically printed damage on the outside. You have to actually bite the bullet and physically damage your kits if you want to weather them and stuff. So initially I thought this was broken, but I really appreciate the fact that they battle damaged the propeller, but the windmill blades, because it really gives character and depth to that windmill. And again, that's another really good attention to detail. And I am so thrilled to flip this over and see double-sided printing on every piece. Okay, except these four. Almost every piece of the sheet makes me very happy. I'm also seeing a lot of variation in color and patterns, which is nice, because even within its own color scheme, there is a lot of variation. And we do know we're going to be adding some purple at the end, which is going to really contrast with all these more subdued tones. All right, so we do have a single sheet, printed sheet, but these look like they're going to be window panes, and they're going to be glued probably to the front faces of other things, so you won't see the back of them. Again, the detail, I don't know if you guys can see, each individual brick can be seen. I am seeing a lot more incomplete cutouts. Oh, where is it? Incomplete cutouts. So if you see, like in the wagon wheels, between some of the spokes, you still have the trunks. Those are easy enough to push out with like the tip of an X-Acto knife. All right, you can just pop these guys out. Not too hard, but just something to keep in mind. These little spokes are very fragile, so I mean, it is annoying, but that means there's a lot of detail, a lot of fine detail work here. But you know, you can see it again here, so you do want to take a look at it. But yeah, so looking at the rest of them, we do have a textured water effect here. Actually, it's an image that's meant to evoke texture. The scaling on this is a little weird. We're gonna have to see how they integrate that into the full kit. And then the last thing I'll finish on, because this video has gone long, is I always appreciate a kit that's got a sheet like this. You see this a lot in Cute Bee kits. I haven't seen it in a while from another manufacturer, but a sheet like this with no painted pieces means this is internal structure. This is the skeleton of your kit. This means they have engineered stability into the design of the kit, and I really, really, really appreciate that, because that means that this kit is not going to be falling apart as you build it. So I was super excited to take a look at this kit, see what Fifijoy had in store with the custom design. Now that I have my hands on it, I'm even more excited. I have a bunch of stuff in my queue to build, so I don't know when I'm going to get to this. I will as soon as I can, because this just really is awesome looking. Again, this is Voyage Through the Storm by Fifijoy. It is one of their newest kits from 2025. I will put a link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.